How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and we're going to be talking about SOS, and we're also going to be talking about EBON company, Ebang. We spoke about two of these companies, especially a lot about SOS, and I have a lot of questions that I want to answer for you guys in this video. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a technical analysis, and I'm going to be giving you the news in regards to short interest on both of these stocks so you're clear and you know what is happening. I know Bitcoin is having a really good move. It's been doing a great job this week, and especially when that stimulus drops and it's in circulation, since it was just signed off today, I'm very interested in seeing how Bitcoin moves. It should be making some serious moves to the upside. But I won't take up any more of your time because you need to be aware of what's going on with these stocks in regards to the price actions so you can make the right decisions and make some money. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on SOS. It needs to be done. A lot of people are hitting me up saying, hey, Bitcoin is doing very well. What's going on with SOS? So I'm like, you know what? Let's get this video in so you're aware and you don't end up having any weak hands, all right? So as we take a look at this chart right now, we have the 1 day, 5 minute in front of us. So we're going to be taking a look about what's happening in pre-market. So as you can see over here in after hours, we ended up getting down to a low of 616. Again, when you see these particular areas, these are buying opportunities, okay? Now, so as we move forward, we see here, we ended up hitting up here at 4:35 a.m. in the pre-market, around $6.30. Increase another area of support here at $6.42. Another area of support here, $6.43. End up breaking this particular area as well, and then we end up getting to a high in the pre-market of $6.60, but we can call that $6 and around 58 cents, which is great to see. And that ended up being that resistance area. So by breaking these areas, we ended up having a strong move here. But as you see, as we got closer right into the open, we end up having a strong sell-off, getting down here to a low of $6.06. Again, buying opportunity. If you take a look at the RSI down here, it's literally at 32. So when you see this, you already know what you need to do. All right. So we see the support level here going on from $6.15 and it bouncing off of it very well all the way up to 125 and even all the way towards the end of the day. So we know this is a solid support level, and considering how Bitcoin is running, I'm not seeing this level break anytime soon unless it starts having a pullback, which you need to be aware of. We also see right here, we have some support at this area here around $6.20. What we love to use is the 21-day EMA. So you could say as far as the pattern is concerned, all the way until we got up to around 125, we started riding above on that trend line. And this is what I love to see. Yeah, we broke through it, but then came right back to it. And look where we are in after hours, really staying in that area. As you can see, we're at $6.52. I still think it's pretty good because we're up like almost 3% on the day. And we end up hitting a high of $6.79. So as you can see right here at $6.71, this is a very serious area of resistance. Now, we got to take a look at the next area is around 665. And then the next area here is around 660. With Bitcoin continuing to run, this will definitely help SOS. Of course, there's a lot of things going on, so you need to have conviction when you're in this particular stock. If Bitcoin continues to do its move, then we can look forward to seeing that short squeeze. I'm going to give you guys an update right after we're done with doing this. But I just want to make sure that you guys are actually aware of this. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing SOS continue on a bullish uptrend along with the other cryptocurrency stocks as well. Like I said, it's not going to move like the others because it is heavily shorted and it's heavily manipulated as well. All right, so we're going to be looking at the short interest for SOS. So this is the most updated. So we can see the short volume ratio is around 32%. So not too far from Ebang. We could also see the short shares available is around 6 million. And if we look at the short borrow fee rate, it is up there at 20.112%. Again, and now if we look at the short volume ratio here, it is definitely high as we have for the most recent date of March 10th Of course, it's not the highest, but it's not a big difference away from the high, because as we could see it over here, it was at around 33.07%. So again, both of these stocks have short squeeze potential. So we're now on marketbeat.com. So I've seen this floating around a lot online, especially as on social media and so forth. So I want to kind of just bring some clarification on this. So as you can see here, the percentage of shares shorted, we have it here at 147.32% for SOS. We also got to take a look at the last record date, which is on February the 26th, 2021. So being aware of this, we need to make sure that we look forward and keep an eye on, which I will update you guys on the next record date. That's what we need to be looking forward to. That's why I wanted to kind of show you guys fintel.io, showing you something that is actually current. As far as squeeze potential, it is definitely still there, but I just wanted you guys to be aware of this. We also want to take a look as far as a short interest history and price on the report date and also the days to cover. So as you can see, these following numbers here, they have serious significance. And also, if you notice, it definitely has been going up and is actually really good sign to actually see. So to break it down and to make sure you can simply understand it and you're not confused with all of the stuff that you see online, is that it's very important for SOS to be finishing the day above these particular areas. So we look at $6.33. That means if SOS finishes above $6.33, that is a great thing. And then if it continues finishing up on the day, getting better and going to the upside, this forces shorts having to cover their shares, because like we saw with the borrow fee, they're not trying to be spending all that money trying to cover their positions and so forth. So they're going to want to cover earlier so they can minimize their losses. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to be aware of. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on EBON. This is the company Ebang. We spoke about this in our cryptocurrency video playlist. You could go check it out if you like. They've had some recent news that came out that I really like to see. And hey, I just feel like we need to give this stock a bit more attention. So as you can see right here, this came from this morning. It ended up hitting a low of $6.80. So the good thing we need to take notice of is that it actually had increasing support levels going on during the pre-market, as you can see here. We had a resistance level here around $7.22. But we ended up getting past that as we got further around 9:05 a.m. going into the market open. Now, as you can see, we come out into the open and we just immediately end up having a sell-off here. As you can see, we get down here to the $7 range. Keep in mind, this seems to be a very strong area of support. We were able to hold down this area very well. We did break it on some occasions, but we also showed that we had some support here at around $6.95. So one of the things that we need to take notice of when we see this particular kind of play and it moves alongside Bitcoin as well, as you can see what's going on in after hours, we have a strong opportunity here to take advantage of. That's actually part of the reasons why we actually utilize an option play, especially when we saw how the stock was going. But as we move forward here, we can see that we end up building another support area here around $7.30. So we're seeing all the way here from 1:45 p.m. going all the way into close. This was an area we were able to maintain very well, which is what we want to see. We could also see right here from the RSI, it was definitely traveling in that overbought territory, because you can see it's above 70. Considering how this moves with Bitcoin and what's going on, we already know that the stimulus was literally just signed in by Joe Biden. So those checks will be coming out by tomorrow, the weekend, and going through circulating by next week. Usually when this happens, Bitcoin reacts and Bitcoin starts going up, because that affects also the US dollar. So people use Bitcoin as a hedge. So taking this into consideration, this is part of the reasons why we end up seeing this very strong run up. As if you don't know already, Bitcoin is literally going to be touching 60K by the look of it. And it's part of the reasons why we see right here, EBON ends up hitting a high of $8.60 in after hours so far. So there's definitely a lot of momentum going. We could also see right here from the, let me just expand out the chart. We could also see the 21-day EMA. It is trending perfectly along that line. It's also using that as great support, as you can see from the bounce. It's bounced off here on that 21-day EMA and is continuing to move upwards on its trend. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens tomorrow. And I can especially see it making even further movements when Bitcoin gets above 60. So I would definitely keep this one on your radar. If you believe, like myself, that Bitcoin is going to be hitting 100K by the end of this year, then this will definitely be a stock to take a look at. And it's also on the cheaper side as well. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention so you guys are aware of that. So we're now on the global news wire for Ebang, and this is the recent news that came out today. So Ebang International to commence beta testing on March the 15th, 2021 and launch cryptocurrency exchange by the end of March 2021. This is really good news, and it's part of the reasons why I am bullish on it. But let's get into what they're talking about. So Ebang, a blockchain technology company in the global market, today announced that the company will commence beta testing of its cryptocurrency exchange by invitation only on March 15th, 2021, and plans to officially launch the exchange by the end of March 2021. Mr. Dong Hu, chairman and CEO of the company, commented, "Our upcoming cryptocurrency exchange will accelerate the company's development in the financial technology industry. In addition to establishing a digital asset financial services platform, the company will also explore other business opportunities in establishing mining farms and cryptocurrency mining to optimize the structure of the global cryptocurrency platform, as well as our offerings in the blockchain industry value chain. There is no guarantee that the company's operation of cryptocurrency exchange will commence as planned or at all, or that such business operation will improve the company's financial performance or results of operations. Shareholders are cautioned not to place undue reliance on this press release or the forward-looking statements contained herein." So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. This is looking really good, and it's gonna, like I said, continue to actually help the stock move forward to the upside with all of this going on. Anyone who's considering buying options, buying shares, you're really not in a bad place. .io, and we're taking a look at what is the short interest on Ebang. So as you can see right here, the short volume ratio is around 30%, and this is exactly what we like to see, because when it does squeeze, it's going to squeeze. So as you see, for the short shares available, we have about 5.1 million. And if we take a look at the borrow rate, it's at 13.67% as of 1 hour ago. So again, this is looking really good for a squeeze. As we move forward, we can see right here the most updated, the short volume ratio was around 30.11%. So that's actually up at all-time highs compared to where it was all the way dating back to February the 25th. And it's something that we want to take notice of. And it's part of the reasons why we can end up seeing more strong movements going on with Ebang. So in conclusion, it is very important to know that short interest plays a really big role when it comes to both of these stocks. I went over it and I show you, hey, the potential that we can get in regards to a squeeze, which is actually there. So if Bitcoin continues to move to the upside, we could start seeing, hey, our money's looking really good, especially if you are invested in these companies. Another thing to take into consideration, this is part of the reasons why it is so important that you believe in the companies that you're actually trading or you're actually investing in. Because I know these particular stocks were at very low prices, especially this week and last week. And if you had a position already, you had opportunities where you could have averaged down and so forth and actually be up right now. Another thing is that makes me want to actually add, because I've never added it since I put this video in, is that I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. We already know how volatile cryptocurrency already is. And with these two stocks, it's one of the things that we have to come to expect. So as far as my particular position in both of these stocks, I haven't sold anything, and I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon because like I said, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin getting to 100K at some point this year. And if it doesn't happen this year, it's going to be the beginning of next year. So that's part of the reasons why I haven't sold as of yet for either of these. And especially seeing what Ebang is actually doing and what they're up to in regards to the news that I shared with you guys, it could get very interesting. And I'm looking forward to what the future holds. We'll talk soon.